In the heart of the Serengeti, where the vast savanna stretched to meet the horizon and acacia trees painted silhouettes against the fiery sunsets, lay a village of simple huts and warm smiles. This was Serengeti Village, a place where the wind carried not just whispers of the plains, but also the age-old tales of its people. Kaya, a girl of exceptional grace and untamed curiosity, was a familiar sight among the villagers. Her ebony hair flowed like a river, and her eyes sparkled like the reflection of stars on a moonlit night. Her laughter, a melody that echoed through the village, brought life to the stillness of the African afternoons. The savanna, with its golden grasses waving in the wind, was Kaya's playground. Each day, she ventured into the wilderness, a canvas of vibrant colors and untamed beauty. The elders spoke of her as if she were a child of the Serengeti itself, born of the earth and sky, destined for a purpose yet unknown. As Kaya meandered through the fields of wildflowers and tall grasses, the sun casting a warm glow on the landscape, the village seemed to come alive. The air carried the scent of adventure, and the distant sounds of animals added a harmonious undertone to the rhythm of life. And so, against the backdrop of the Serengeti's breathtaking beauty, Kaya's tale began, setting the stage for a journey that would transcend the ordinary and lead her to a destiny entwined with the very soul of Africa. In the midst of the vibrant Serengeti village, where the rustle of grass and the symphony of nature composed a melody of their own, Kaya found herself entangled in a tapestry of emotions. Despite the picturesque landscapes and the comforting hum of the village, a quiet yearning echoed within her. Kaya, with her nimble feet and eyes that held the secrets of the open plains, wandered through the wild expanse with a heart that longed for a love beyond the familiarity of the village. Her laughter, though genuine, held a note of wistfulness, a yearning for a connection that transcended the everyday bonds of family and friendship. Underneath the towering acacia trees and beneath the canvas of the African sky, Kaya's spirit danced with the wind, yet her heart craved a melody not yet sung. She listened intently to the elders' stories, their tales of magic and love under the vast starlit canopy, hoping to find echoes of her own desires in the narratives of the past. The Serengeti, with its golden hues and sprawling landscapes, became both the witness and stage for Kaya's internal journey. Each step she took, each contemplative gaze into the distance, was a silent conversation with the land itself, a quest for a love that mirrored the untamed beauty of the savanna. As Kaya's longing grew like a delicate flower seeking sunlight, the stage was set for the universe to respond. The winds carried her desires, and the stars whispered promises of a destiny yet to unfold. And so, within the heart of Serengeti village, amidst the rustling leaves and the soft murmurs of the grass, Kaya's yearning became the prelude to a tale that would weave her fate into the very fabric of the African wilderness. As the sun dipped low, casting hues of orange and purple across the Serengeti, the village was abuzz with the whispers of an enigmatic presence. News of a majestic lion, its golden mane catching the last rays of daylight, circulated like wildfire among the villagers. Anxiety clung to the air, and cautionary tales of ancient curses and untamed beasts rippled through the thatched roof huts. The Serengeti, once a haven of tranquility, now held an undercurrent of tension. Villagers exchanged wary glances, their gazes shifting nervously toward the outskirts where the golden grass met the untamed wilderness. The elders, keepers of ancient wisdom, gathered to discuss the significance of this unprecedented event. Amidst the apprehension, Kaya's heart beat with a rhythm that resonated with the pulse of the land. The mysterious lion, a creature of myth and fear, became a symbol of the unknown, a canvas upon which her deepest desires and fears were painted. Driven by a curiosity that eclipsed the collective anxiety of the village, Kaya found herself drawn to the edge of Serengeti, where the tall grasses whispered secrets and the distant roars of lions mingled with the evening breeze. Her steps, guided by a force she couldn't comprehend, led her closer to the epicenter of both fear and fascination. The village held its breath as Kaya, standing on the threshold between safety and uncertainty, spotted the golden silhouette of the mysterious lion. Its eyes, like molten amber, locked onto hers. In that charged moment, the Serengeti itself seemed to pause, as if nature itself awaited the unfolding of a story written in the stars. And so, beneath the African sky, with the lion's breath mingling with the cool evening air, the stage was set for a meeting that would defy the expectations of the villagers, a meeting that would become the catalyst for a tale woven with threads of magic, courage, and the uncharted territories of the heart. As the village held its collective breath, Kaya, guided by an unexplainable courage that seemed to emanate from the very soul of the Serengeti, stepped forward. The golden grasses crunched beneath her bare feet, and the air crackled with a tension that mingled fear with anticipation. The mysterious lion, its golden mane shimmering in the fading sunlight, observed Kaya with eyes that held both the wild wisdom of the savannah and a hint of vulnerability. The elders, hidden in the shadows of the acacia trees, exchanged uncertain glances, unsure of what fate awaited the girl who dared to approach the untamed. Yet, contrary to the expected, the lion did not react with aggression. It sat back on its haunches, regarding Kaya with a gaze that seemed to pierce through the layers of ordinary existence. The villagers, hidden behind the safety of their huts, watched in awe as the expected confrontation transformed into an inexplicable connection. Kaya, her heart beating in synchrony with the rhythm of the savannah, extended her hand toward the majestic creature. The lion, as if understanding the unspoken language of her soul, allowed her touch. In that profound moment of contact, the boundary between girl and beast blurred, and an unspoken understanding passed between them, a connection that transcended the limits of the known world. The Serengeti itself seemed to exhale, releasing the tension that had gripped the village. Kaya and the lion, locked in a silent exchange, became a living tableau beneath the canvas of the African sky. The wind whispered through the grass, carrying with it the untold promise of a destiny entwined with the heart of the wilderness. As Kaya and the lion spent those precious moments together, a profound transformation began to unfold, a transformation that would not only challenge the beliefs of the villagers but also set the stage for a love story that defied the boundaries of the ordinary and ventured into the realm of the extraordinary. Under the canvas of the African sunset, Kaya and the lion shared moments that defied the ordinary. The village, once shrouded in uncertainty, witnessed a connection between the girl and the majestic creature that transcended the boundaries of the natural world. As the sun dipped lower, casting the Serengeti in a warm glow, a subtle change began to ripple through the lion. The golden fur that had been a symbol of untamed wildness began to shift and change, like shadows dancing on the plains. The air around them crackled with an energy that hinted at the extraordinary. The villagers, peeking from behind the cover of their huts, watched in astonishment as the lion's form morphed and contorted until, in the place of the once majestic beast, stood a young man with skin bronzed by the African sun and eyes that mirrored the lion's amber gaze. The transformation was complete, and in that moment, the air seemed to shimmer with magic. Kaya, with a mixture of awe and acceptance, gazed upon the man before her. He introduced himself as Malik, a prince cursed by an ancient spell that bound him to the form of a lion. The untamed wilderness had been his kingdom, and the curse, his lonely exile. Malik's voice carried the echoes of the wilderness, and as he spoke, Kaya felt a profound connection to the man who had once been a creature of the savannah. His tale unfolded, revealing the loneliness he had endured and the yearning for a love that could break the ancient enchantment. The Serengeti, witness to this extraordinary transformation, held its collective breath. Kaya, standing beside Malik, felt a surge of emotions: compassion for the lonely prince, awe at the magic that had unfolded, and, most importantly, a connection that went beyond the realms of the ordinary. The golden light of the sunset bathed the newly transformed couple, and in that radiant glow, the village realized that the tale of Kaya and Malik was destined to become a legend, a story that would be passed down through generations, whispered by the wind through the acacia trees and carried by the currents of the African plains. The stage was set for the beginning of an extraordinary love story that would transcend the boundaries of time and enchant the very soul of the Serengeti. Soft glow of the African sunset, Kaya and Malik stood as living proof that magic existed in the heart of the Serengeti. With the transformation complete, the village emerged from the shadows, their eyes reflecting a mix of wonder and disbelief. Malik, the once majestic lion now reborn as a man, began to share his tale. His voice carried the echoes of the wilderness, and the flickering firelight mirrored the dance of the acacia leaves. He spoke of the curse that had bound him, of the centuries spent in solitude, and of the longing for a love sincere enough to shatter the enchantment. As Malik's words wove a tapestry of his journey, Kaya listened intently, her heart resonating with the rhythm of his story. Compassion welled within her, and a profound understanding blossomed, a connection that transcended the spoken word. The very air seemed to vibrate with the emotions that surged between them. Kaya, guided by a courage forged in the heart of the wilderness, reached out to Malik. Her touch was not just a physical connection, but a bridge between two souls, one that had traversed the vast expanse of the savannah, and the other that had yearned for a love that could break the shackles of an ancient curse. In that moment of shared vulnerability, Kaya and Malik discovered a bond that surpassed the boundaries of human and beast, of past and present. The village, once gripped by fear, now bore witness to a love that unfolded like a flower in bloom, fragile, yet resilient against the winds of fate. The African night, adorned with stars that seemed to twinkle in approval, became the backdrop for a union that defied logic. The echoes of their connection reverberated through the village, intertwining with the rhythmic beat of drums and the laughter of children. As the fire crackled and shadows danced, Kaya and Malik stood united, a testament to the transformative power of love. The tale of the girl who married a lion had evolved into a living legend, a story whispered by the wind, carried by the wings of birds, and etched into the very fabric of the Serengeti. The village, once wary, now embraced this extraordinary couple, and their love became a beacon of hope for all who heard the enchanting tale of Kaya and Malik, against the backdrop of the African sunset. This marks the beginning of a tale that will echo through the ages, a story born in the unlikeliest of places, under the vast African sky. This breakdown highlights the key stages in the story, emphasizing the development of characters, the magical encounter, and the start of an enchanting love story.